You are surrounded by abundance. Breathe it in. It's already yours. The universe is listening. Speak your desires into light. The garden grows because you believe. This is your time. Welcome to Manifestation Monday. You are surrounded by abundance. Breathe it in. It's already yours. The universe is listening. Speak your desires into light. The garden grows because you believe. This is your time. Welcome to Manifestation Monday. And welcome to each and every one of you. Welcome, welcome. It is Monday, December the 8th, 2025. The countdown is really beginning because, after all, hello, good evening, good evening. Hi, my darlings. Yes, let me see this. Rosebud says, hi, Zelda. That was an EVP and card reading for John today. That was right on point. I was like, whoa. Happy birthday, John. Rest in peace. And may you walk with Chloe in heaven above. And may you look down and may you have your peace, because justice is coming. We know that. Now, we're not going to talk about that today, but hello and welcome to everybody. Come on in, come on in. I got a lot to talk to you about tonight, and this is going to be a good one. Forgive my voice. This is the sweatshirt from the old store. There are ones from the new store. I put this on again because it is colder than cold here. Hi, Anthony. Hi, look at this. My buddy. Hi there, Patty. Hi there, Anthony. Love you back, darling. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. As they say, I'm kind of a cool girl in more ways than one. I don't know if this, but I like this color and it goes good with these little fungi mushrooms. Now they are in the new store, and True Oracle, we're working on getting a new store up for them as well. So it's exciting times. Now, thank you. Thank you. Oh, Aunt BB, Lady Zelda, the card you pulled about ink spilling looked like a person on the ground with a light above, similar to Microdot's video. You saw that too. Hey, do me a favor and email me, okay? At seeingcrime.com, email me. If you got any questions, Captain Jerry will tell you. That was wild. That card reading and EVP today, Wolfie, that was wild. Welcome to each and every one of you, and come on in because I've got a show. It's jam-packed. Forgive the voice because the weather is like hello. Look, there is Mrs. Marie with Fate and Fortune has now entered the chat. Hello, hello, my darlings. There is the priestess. Look how pretty you are. Hello, we eat all of you. I love it. So John O'Keefe had a birthday today. Rest in peace, John. Oh, wait. Justice will be delicious. That's all I got to say. But that card reading today and the EVPs, a couple of those things just fell right in line with what we need. So anyway, how are you? How are you? I'm waiting to see a certain person come in here because I want to thank them for a couple of gifts. In the meantime, love and light to each and every one of you. Hope you're staying warm. This is going to be good. John also, oh, that's right. Here I'm thinking of everybody else, and John had the silver traverse. And I just know that there's more evidence around that traverse. I just know. When it all comes out, look, put the bracelets on. Hi there, my darling Skybell. Get the silver bracelets out. Oh, wait, we need a fireplace, don't we? Fireplace? Yeah, let's put the fireplace on. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm right here. Boomola. Give me a second. Can you all hear the fireplace? Is it good? Love the fireplace? Okay. Is it good? Can you hear it? I got a really good show for you. Okay, let me see. I'm going to turn it up just a bit so you can hear it really, really good. Okay. And let me see. Hi, Farah. Good evening, Lady Zelda. Good evening to you. That reading you did on John O'Keefe gave me chills. Kind of gave me chills, too. So here's the announcement. Oh, wait, hello, Zelda. You know, ever since Mercury retrograde went direct, I have nothing or no one to blame. So give me a second. I got to show y'all something. Look at what we have here. Merry Christmas from True Oracle. $10 off all services. That's numerology readings, moon phase reports, through the month of December. Use one per customer. So if you want to go in there, load up, you get $10 off. Use code XMAS, XMAS 10. True Oracle XMAS 10. And there's a place where you can do a gift. Now that's exciting, isn't it? There's definitely a gift. Now, the other exciting thing is, I'm just going to tell you this. Do you all like the crime cards that I made? Do you like them? Well, guess what? They're in the psychic shop. You can download them now. And you can make your own cards now. They are copyright. You can't sell them. I'll find out. You know, I always do. But you can cut them out, print them yourself, cut them out, and put them on your own card. If you don't have cards, use index cards. They're in the shop at trueoracle.com. Let me put this up here, my darlings. The True Oracle cards are now at trueoracle.com. So you can get your little Merry Christmas treat, and you can get your you can download it. Better go for it. Better go for it. I see those cards in your future. So there you are, my darling. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just so excited. I'm waiting for a certain young lady to come into the chat because I got to thank her for something. But, so anyway, it is what it is. So I'm going to say it anyway. Here we go. We're not going to hold up the show. I got to show you what I got to show you what I'm doing. Look at what Mary sent me today. Beignet mix. She said she got me coffee too. I think she did. It didn't show up today. But what a treat. Beignet from Café du Monde, where I met Anne Rice and her stinky vampire. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. Stay away from the stinky vampires. I am so glad that Lord Gregor is not a stinky vampire. I'll tell you what, StreamYard has got so many things in their little old, I'm going to say they just got some stuff and it's like running the cockpit of an airplane. Every time I sign in, it's like, oh, we've added this and we've added that, and you can do this and you can fix the orientation. And by the time it's all said and done, I'm like, I'm exhausted. I just feel like I'm making a trip from coast to coast on this thing. I wish I had the team that Emily D. Baker has. I would be rising. I would be rising. Now, thank you, Lord Gregor. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Someone needs to come up with a new jingle for the 12 Days of Christmas song. I keep thinking the 5 silver rings instead of gold. We need to sing that on the 12th day of Christmas. Oh boy, we'll make something up. That's a great one. Fox, my darling, Fox loved. Look how pretty you are. It's 26 degrees here. We need a fireplace. I wish I had. Well, I do have one, you see. And the little sound, I love that. Do you put one on? Hold on a minute. Zelda, oh my God, look at Debbie's comment. John would have been 50 today, and that's silver. Does it feel like things are coming together for you? It sure does me. It sure does me. Yes, the fireplace is great. I love the seat. And I got to tell you what, I slow down the chat in YouTube, but I see both channels. True Oracle, because you all are here from True Oracle. And I've got mine here. And again, StreamYard, zippity-doo-dah. I mean, I just feel like I'm on Wheel of Fortune with this thing. And then I stop it and I slow down because I got to see what you guys are saying. I've seen some people that get in here and just don't pay attention to this chat. How can you do that? Sorry. How can you do that? Guten Abend. All right, here we go. Let me see. Hello, 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 everybody. And listen, Nightbot seems to have a little mind of his own. I don't think any of you in here will be misbehaving. The other thing that I want to say is this, okay? In fact, wait a minute, give me a second. I want to show you all something. Give me a second. I'm looking for the shops. I'm looking for the shop. Here we are. Well, I can't find it. I'll find it. I'll find it. I was going to share my screen. I'll find it. I'm not going to take the time. So anyway, it has been, pardon me. Oh, good. Marie put the, I don't think we can see, can we see Marie's link in the chat? Sometimes we can and sometimes we can't. All right. That's where it takes you to the crime cards. That takes you to the crime cards. Now, I have somebody else that bought me something. Lord Gregor bought me 2 Kindle books. They are, check out these titles, and I had them on the list. This author is amazing. So, vielen Dank. Anatomy, a love story. And it's a period about a woman who is a mortuary. It's 2 books. That's the first one. Anatomy is a love story. And then Immortality, a love story. Same author. Guess what I'm going to be doing Christmas Eve? Ruby, you adorable sweetheart. Look, don't get me going loose on the TikTok shop because they have Revlon, all the old 90s classics for sale on there. This is a cream lipstick, and thank you so much. It is called Bear It All, and I adore it. Look at this. And a little brown lip liner. Thank you so much. Thank you so, Valiana. Feel like Benek Espirites. All right, so there we go. Let me see. I love beignets too. Let's see what's going on. Let me catch up in the chat. Will the Lord Gregor rings from Veiled Keep be available for sale? Rings. I don't know. You mean like the one? This is a one of the kind? So I don't think so. This was a big deal to have it set and shipped. So I don't. Is Lunara not? That's my horse. Claimed. Now, can't you see me getting on her and saying, if you want him, come and claim him? She is a dapple gray. And I looked at her and went, mine? Yes, very good. I do have Kindle books in my wish list, and Amazon, Captain Jerry is saying, I do have those. Yes. The Priestess, I got your Zelda's Guide to the Hidden Deck. It is absolutely amazing. Thank you. The Hidden Deck is read differently. I read it differently because there's symbols and signs and all kinds of little goodies in that. And I read it differently. It's hidden for a reason. Bicycle makes the deck. I don't sell it. You can pick it up at your local pharmacy or grocery store. I think I got mine at the pharmacy and took one look at me and it and said, hello. That's mine. So I went through. So that ebook, if you do decide to go and download it, you can be reading those cards tonight. Same with the Cartomancy, same with the tarot. I've written those. There's more coming out. There's more books. So stay tuned. Thank you, thank you. Anne Rice was an excellent writer. Yes, I love it. The word 80, what was that about, Standing Stones? Was he born in 1980? No, that would have made him younger. Right? Like 45. Does anybody know what that does anybody know what the 80 meant in today's reading? I don't know. I saw that and I thought, okay, maybe, give me a second. The captain may need me. All right. So Cynthia, I'd love to be on your team. I have fireplace going and the 18-foot trays off. Oh, thank you. Well, did I start to mention this? I think I did, and I don't know. So I'm going to mention it again because I got a lot going on. And tonight, wait, hello. This is going to be a break for all of you. But I am looking for an additional mod. If you have the time, if you can come in, we have 2 channels, and sometimes people need breaks and it gets a little overwhelming. We expect to get busier. There's more content coming out. So if you're interested, email me, seeingcrime.com. No, hello, Zelda, seeingcrime@gmail.com. G, retrograde. I can't blame anybody on anything. Right, Carrie. All right, let me go through these. 4 Whoppers, 3 chicken nuggets, 2 milkshakes, a Big Mac, and a pear tree. Has anybody had the Grinch meal from McDonald's? I won't. I can't eat that. I can't eat that stuff. I wanted the Grinch. Meal just because of the French fries. You put them in a little bag with these little seasonings, and then I'll be sick after. But, I don't know. Anyway. Oh, here is my darling Derek Carney. Ladies, he has sent you an exclusive. There's Snow Angels at 34. Oh, I need opening number for Karen Reen's musical. How about we play that Saturday night? And anytime we feel like dancing, we play your other song, which is brilliant. I'll play that Saturday night. Give me a second. I'll play it Saturday night. Thank you, Derek. What is it? Snow Angels. Yeah, my. So glad to see you. Big hugs, darling. Martha, hello. You look great in that color. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not always the woman in black. Thought I would shake it up a little bit, but okay. There's big hugs coming from Standing Stones. Let's see what everybody else has to say. Pardon me. That was water. Went to a craft fair yesterday, got some good honey, some honey candies in a mug. You know what I like? Has anybody ever had maple sugar candy? The maple candy. See, I'm not a pumpkin spice girl. You can have my portion. I'll give it to you. But I'll take the maple. Give me the maple. Love it. I grew up on a farm, and we had 2 maple trees that took centuries. Oh, sorry, Lord Grigor. Poor guy. He's beat up, isn't he? It took centuries to get any type of maple syrup out of them. In fact, they're probably still going, trying to get what was from 1974. Here we are. Jovies. Hi, family. I'm so sorry I can't watch Saturdays. The only day of my... Aw, goodness, I love the stream. Yeah. I got to tell you this. And we may have a members-only stream on my channel just so I can catch you guys up, because, when I said I was going to talk to him Saturday night, I went to bed at 5:30 that morning. We laughed, we talked, we had tea, we ate eggs, and he walked me around some of the corridors. We're going to talk about it on the podcast. So not this one. This one is the vampire one. Then Saturday night is Seeing Crime. And I did put a poll up in my community tab. We are going to be doing more EVPs for John in honor of John, because those EVPs today, and he's been tapping at me. And those EVPs today, woof. If you didn't see that, you need to go watch it after you're done here. All right. Let me see. Let me catch up. Live stream readings. Not here, my darling. Not here. What, Zelda, what you think by April should be a change? I think there's going to be some changes, and I'll tell you why in Karen's case, and then we'll get back to business on manifestation. I believe that Karen is there's going to be something happen because look, you know how old her parents are. You know how I am. I want to live to see the end of this Karen Reed saga. When the judge said it could be another 10 to 15 years, I don't know. But something is going to happen because I know that Karen wants her family, her mom and dad, to see a conclusion. And I believe that we're going to see after the first of the year, they're going to hit it hard. In fact, they may even do something before Christmas because that's what always happens. Let's ruin somebody's Christmas. That's just like a little law strategy. Let me just ruin their Christmas and serve them with something. Here, let me serve you your Christmas dinner. All right, there we go. Oh, hi, my darling. There's candy, everybody. Mike likes that color on you. Bless you. Now listen, I'm going to put the links for Sweet Hunter Olson, who was laid to rest just a few days ago, and last week, and they still need some help. So if you can find your way to help them, they've got all things in their Amazon shop. They got little kids, and you know, things just have to be as normal as they can for little kids. So there you go. Who is the author of the book that Lord Gregor gave me? I'm going to tell you right now. I got him in my Kindle. I shall tell you, my darling. You guys will love these. You need to get them because they're like that burning romance. Like One Step Up from Frankenstein. There's romance in it. Let me pull this up on my Kindle. It is Dana Schwartz. Oops, hello. I didn't want to do that. I want to look there. Oh, well, you didn't see that. Oh, you saw my ring light. Hi. Dana Schwartz. Look that up. Dana Schwartz. Now all I need is a big box of candy. I'll get that. And I'll be sitting Christmas Eve watching Stranger Things with my son and reading my books and eating candy. That's my little thing. And by the way, for all of you who don't know, Christmas Day is my son's birthday. So it's very special. My darling, thank you. It is Revlon. It's called Bear It All. It is a cream. The number is 755. This is Lush, but I'm going to tell you, if you are a cool girl like me, in more ways than one, you've got to use some type of lip liner because if you wear the cool colors, if you just put this on, it's going to look funky. It's going to look not good, orangey. So I've got a brown Revlon lip liner. Probably. Y'all want to know? I told him, calm down in the chat. Calm down. All right. Thank you, Patty. So glad to see you, my darling. Thanks for being here. If you ever want to know, Patty's got that sigil. I made this sigil. I made 3, and now I can't remember who this is for, and I think this is Karen Reed's sigil. So there you go. Thank you, Daphne. It is beautiful. Thank you. No rings for sale like Lady Zelda's. Well, you know what? I mean, it kind of makes me feel like Lady Diana. Remember? I wanted that ring. Remember her big blue ring that was so gorgeous and it just went out like ching? But I could not wear it because, see, this one drives me crazy. And it's cold enough now that, you know, this I have to be careful. This guy will fall off. So I just wear him in like here with you and in videos. I don't even go out and wear it. I'm afraid somebody will say, give me that ring. And then you know what? It'll be, let me beat my way out of a redneck bar with this thing because you weren't getting it. There you are. Thank you. Hi, Patricia. I messaged you about, and we're on the spot. Oh, wait a minute. Feeling a little better, and I had a huge blessing of one of my grandsons I messaged you about, and you were on the spot with that situation. Everything is amazing now after 15 months. Well, wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that. And I want to tell you this. When I read for you, it's like wipe the slate clean, on to the next. I'd hardly remember your readings. And that's good because I don't want them settling back in so I get it mixed up with anybody else. Thank you so much. Hi, Joanne. John O'Keefe's birthday EVP video was great. Happy heavenly birthday, John. Absolutely. Amen. That is for sure. He was 49. I think he's 50 today. Isn't he 50? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Was Karen, I think was born in I think she was born, I can't even remember anymore. All I remember is she's a Pisces. I finished the video right as the stream was starting, so I haven't had time to think about the 80 yet. Yeah, we got to put our little noggins. I got to tell you something. Hi, lady. I hope you see my message on your other stream tonight. Okay, my darling, I'll take a look. Has anybody watching? You know what? Let's just talk. I have a feeling I'm going to be here a while. Has anybody watching the Walsh case? And the reason that I'm saying that, do you see how thorough the police are in their investigation? Now, the first thing I thought, what if there was a competent, in my opinion, police officer that went into 34 Fairview Road and took the luminol and went so thoroughly through everything? What do you think would have happened? We wouldn't be sitting here wondering for justice for John, right? There we go. Well, my darlings, if you want a mod, email me. We'll see. I'll put you on the list and we'll see how it goes. Okay. There you go. Oh, look at this. Nightbot coming out with a little premonition. Look at you. There you go. Hi, Mary. Nice to see you. Love, love, love. All right, let me see. The Grinch meal is $17. Maybe Lord Gregor will buy me one. No, I don't want a Grinch meal. No. I can't even stand the smell of that stuff. Okay. Okay, hold on. Great things happening related to your last reading you did for me. 15 months of heartbreak has all worked out, and your guidance helped me tremendously. So grateful for you. Well, you know what? I'm so grateful for you because you withstood the storm. Give me a second, because my man just said he was starting to get ready to, and just to say, that's Ian. Okay. There he comes out. You can hear the door. That's him, and he's waving and says hello to everyone. Love your new deck. Yeah, he's waving. The arm is going like this. He's got an all-nighter tournament coming, so they're getting ready to really hit it hard. Thank you so much. How dare you, right? Listen, anytime I want to dance, I put that song on. It brings out the rhythm in the old girl. There we go. Hello, hello. Hi there, beautiful. Hi. Life Path 8. What year was John born? What year was he born? Is he 49 or 50? Can somebody give me... Well, he's got his life path is an 8, but his day is 8. But we're talking 80, but it would reduce to an 8. That's amazing. Thank you, Mike. Love you. And I haven't forgotten you. Thank you, Candy. Thank you, Mike. I'm so glad that you're in here. $17 for the Grinch meal. Well, guess what the Grinch can do? Keep his socks. All right. Love the contrast for the sweatshirt to your dark hair. Thank you so much. Listen, it's been so cold here, and I don't turn the furnace up. I have a tie-dye shirt. I'm digging. I like tie-dye. I've worn it since the 70s, and hoop earrings, why change? You know, everything comes back into style again, so there you go. 12 chickens frying, 5 golden rings. Let's see. Chloe's. Okay, I'm gonna write that song. Watch and see. Okay, so he's 50 today. I'll do it. I love the maple sugar sticks. Me too. Love maple. I need to put that in my little shop. Yes, maple. Bring it on. It's John O'Keefe's song opening number for Karen Reed. The musical takes place on the lawn of 34. Saturday night we'll play it because we're gonna do EVPs for John Saturday night. Okay, so John is coming in Saturday night. Now, I want to do some for Anna Walsh too. We may never find that lady. Same thing with Jennifer Doulos. Remember Jennifer? She's nowhere to be found. Look at this. Skybell, a new member. Welcome. You're going to love it here. Thank you so much, darling. Thank you. Thank you. And look at this. Star Trek fans, Lady Z and Lord G remind me of Soup Rosa season 7 episode. Oh my God, here we go. Now I'm going to have to look this up. Hold on. I got to write this down so I don't forget. Okay. What is it? Subrosia. And it's season 7, episode 14. A TV sci-fi version of it, but yes, loved the ting and can't ring. Love the ring and can't wait for more. Thank you. Or the ting. Either one is good. All right. Let me see. Sounds new. Hi there, lovelies. Hi. Let me check. Let me see. You see how far behind I am? Okay, so Aunt BB's got it here. John's birthday is 12/8/75. He would have been 50. Karen's birthday is 2/25/80. There's your 80. There's your 50. I think for Saturday night, thank you, everybody. Listen, are you into the numerology yet? I'm almost done sending everybody out. I got caught up, okay? Now when you look at numbers, it's a different gig, isn't it? Makes you think different because numbers are everywhere, and the numbers don't lie. And wait till you see the next video that I've got coming out, because I'm going to share a little thing of how I come to a matter of deduction for a lot of cases. So there you go. Let me see. Today is John's birthday. Yes, happy birthday to John. Good evening, my darling. Good evening. Yes, I did break 15,000. Thank you so much. And you know what? True Oracle is right behind me. But I'd like to ask you a favor. If you haven't already, don't walk over to Lord G's channel so he can get up to 1,000 and I can go live from his, and then I can talk about many things. Because if I do it here, the algorithm breaks. Whatever. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And if you can't find him, he is at house, just like his name, at house of Vale Keep, I think is what it is. House of Vale, not, yes. So, yes, do that for me, please. And there was one more thing I was going to try to pull up for you guys, but anyway. So that's what's going on, my darlings. Let me see. Whoops. Now, are you ready to learn? Are you ready to learn? Because this is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oh my God, you're going to watch that episode after stream, huh? What? 10 to 15 years? Yes. 10 to 15 years for Karen Reed's civil cases. Not like criminal where they want to, herd you through there and get you gone and out. Dang, I'm late. Hi there. Well, you're not that late, my darling. We haven't really started yet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ruby, thank you, my darling, for this. Does she just not look like just so much fun? I bet. Thank you so much. Okay. I just got a notification that my son and his team are getting ready to rock and roll. Yeah, I expected 3 to 5 years. That's bad enough. I don't think it's going to go 10 to 15. I don't think Karen's going to like that. I just don't think so. I just don't think so. Thank you. Thank you. Who is Lord Gregor? Well, we've got to catch her up. Okay. Does an item come off the list when someone purchases it? No. You mean on my Amazon wish list? No. So you've got to tell me, and especially if you're buying Amazon books, tell me, because I'll end up with 15 or 20 copies of the same thing. I put some free ones on there for you. So if you just feel like, and you know what I read, so you know what? If you want to get a Kindle and download those books, you can read them along with us. And there you go. Yeah. Hi there, my darling. Oh, kitty. Oh, love those kinds of. Listen, I read a little bit of this one. I'm like, woofy. I need that one. It is like, hello. It is very good. Okay, let me see. Oh, Ian, yes. Jedi Jen, hi. A friend is Christmas baby. Yeah, we've got things planned. Zelda, maybe John's dad is 80. I don't know. But you know the other one? Banana. Banana. Hello. Hello, Banana. So there we are. As soon as I came out, I thought, do I have to recalibrate and do I have to start over? Thank you so much. It is Bear It All by Revlon, but you got to wear lip liner. Otherwise, it's going to look like, yeah. This one is for Aiden. There you go. I'm a Sapphire girl, right? Next one, live stream, said that Aiden needed help. The one from Karen was just a stream or two before that. I don't know. Let me see. You'd give them a ring imprint. Yes. Let me see here. I love Stranger Things. I'm sorry. I read it from the. It's like, what? My darling, you can run over to trueoracle.com and there's $10 off every services now. So through the month of December, it's good for one. So yeah, Stranger Things. Well, it's intense. I like Winona Ryder because when I first saw the first season, I wanted a green Pinto, if that means anything. Debbie, he's 50 today, 46 when he passed. Wow. John. So maybe somebody will come out and say, there's a talker. There's a talker. Yeah, Melanie Little has been covering it. EDB, a lot of people have been covering it. I was just able to watch a little bit today because I've just been so busy. Listen, this Walsh guy is... Member. There we go. There's your 50 and your silver. Thank you so much, Aunt BB. Did Colin play football or anything? Oh, yeah. But did he have 80 on his jersey? Oh, now that is a good point. See why you guys are here? I don't know, but he was into sports. I do know that. When the ER hospital, when they realized OJO was down 2 to 3 liters, they wouldn't have think to look to find, right? They wouldn't have thought, where did it go? Did all sense and sensibility, Jane Austen, did that just leave the room? Common sense? I am subscribed on this channel. Was wondering why I was in gray. Because members are in green. Members are in green. So let me catch up here. Hi, Son of Zelda. Son of Zelda says hi. See, do you see how far behind I am? That's right. 1975, got it. John is 50, okay. I Googled it, good. But you see, and it goes by, but it goes by fast, then I have to slow it, and then I can't get caught up. February baby here. Oh, Mary. Look at this. Hi there, Janet Downing. A reading for Eddie O'Brien case. I did read on Eddie O'Brien already, but I wouldn't mind because I'm supposed to be going on JFK's show when they invite me. And I haven't been able to go in there. I've listened a little bit, but when you know how it is. I'm working too. I'm doing all these things, and the next thing you know, I'm trying to listen, I'm trying to read, I'm trying to catch up, I'm trying to, da, 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 da. And it's like, but there's somebody else that was involved with that one person, and I believe one person that has been in JFK's channel has a lot to do with something. Much ado about something. Okay, there we go. We need to push this next live. Yeah, baby, yeah. On Saturday. Yes. Need to get my name right. Well, you know why they do that? Do you know why YouTube is doing that and they take the original names of what and all that? Because they've had so many people come in, the trolls. Hello out there if you're watching. The trolls that are trying to take your names and do all kinds of funky things with it. That's why. And you have to just really go back in and do it all over again. Got your email there, Derek. Thank you so much. Thank you, my darling. All right. Bracelets for Christmas. All I want for Christmas was my 2 bracelets. He's Hamson. Yeah, he is Hamson. He is. Subbed and liked each one, Lady Zelda, True Oracle, and House of Veilkeep. You guys are so awesome. Now here's what happens. I'm gonna give you some back office. Here's what happens. When you've got a YouTube channel and you have 500 subscribers and you've posted 3 videos, the algorithm says, "Oh, people are watching that channel," and then you start getting watch hours. Now, watch hours, you need 3,000 watch hours to get members, and probably not going to do any members there. But super chats, and then you need 4,000 to get ads. 3,000 is happy place. 3,000 watch hours. It's tough to get 3,000 watch hours. It is tough because for those long videos, like 1 and 2 and 3 hours long, you might get 30 minutes of a watch hour. Yeah, it's difficult. So, but I think he'll get there. I think you get there. And you're very welcome. Vielen Dank von deiner Freundschaft, bitte. Your daughter is a Sagittarius. Good. Love it. Gotta try honey cake. Oh, I'd love to. Oh, I love your lipstick. Why is it I always look at lipstick? It never used to be that way. It was always about the eyes. But now I wear glasses. It's like, who can see my eyeballs? I've got glasses. And sometimes I don't even wear my lashes. Don't tell. But sometimes I wear false lashes. And sometimes, did you remember the short hair? Sometimes I wear even a wig or 2. Just like Halloween. All right, that was fun. Halloween was fun. Do you know how much I miss Help I'm Haunted? But we got to pace ourselves. Okay. Thank you. Rosebud had a very rare, specific situation in her numerology. Been a long time since I've seen that. It was cool. All right. Hi there, Joanna. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Much love to you. Maybe that other rubber ducky gate. Someone's thrown bananas around. Well, the first thing I thought of was the whole thing is bananas, right? Or 1 foot on a banana peel and the other one's. There you go. Let me see. Zelda Pink makes me look 20 years younger compared to the old Italian lady Morning Black. Thank you, I think. I might be an old Italian lady Morning in Black. It's very rare, but I like this because it kind of matches the background and it's got the little fungi mushrooms. So, hey, you just never know when I'm going to go back and revert to my old self. What and how much info do you need for a numerology reading? Very good question. You can get a basic one just with your full name, your birthday, and where you were born. That's it. If you want to get really deep down, your name, your birthday, your maiden name, if you've got one, where you were born, and what you want to focus on. And there's a few other little questions that you can ask, or that will ask you. So it depends on really what you want. Linda said, has anyone seen Lord Gregor's Christmas tree? It's really pretty. He said, Lady said, send him a mission to get that. I did. I saw him outside. I said, what are you doing? Playing around with my horse, like always. And I said, you need to go get a Christmas tree. Why? And he got a Christmas tree and he decorated it with oranges, and I think it's adorable. It's primitive and I like it. And that little package that he sent me smelled like oranges, and he used some of the twine. Yes, that's what I like. Think it through. Let me see. Please be sure when you go on to JFK's, that would be incredible. I will definitely announce that. I'm waiting for the invite. All I'm waiting for is the invite. I'll go. Can't wait for you to. Yeah, I love to go there. I like JFK too. Listen, I like his music. I'm constantly getting down. All right, we've got to hurry up here because I'm just sitting here chatting. Please read her again. She needs justice. I haven't read for Janet. What I want to do is try to connect to her energy and do some EVPs. Oh, maybe I could do the same thing with Janet that I did with John today. What do you think? I don't know. Eddie O'Brien case is horrible. I just can't imagine 30 years for nothing. Oh, he's got money coming. The author you know. Hi to my favorite grifting psychic. Zelda, you're my favorite person. Aww. Look at I love that profile picture, and thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's so sweet. Can you imagine thinking that somebody called your favorite grifting psychic? Sweet. I'll take it. Thank you. We need to ask JFK. Yeah, you guys let him know. You guys let him, because I got something I want to say about that crime scene. Because I keep talking about the cats. There's something that needs to be said about that. I'm not going to say it until I get on his show or I talk to JFK. Let me see. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I grew up with a jealous sister. I won't tell you all the shenanigans, but oh boy, the eyes were the target. The eyes were the target. And back then when I was young and little and small, you know, I had lashes for days, and the real ones, look out. Let me see. Chat, you can create a playlist of your own with Lord Gregor's videos and let it run overnight. Well, I didn't know you could do that. Well, thank you, Debbie. Make sure the sound is on, even as quiet as possible. Yeah, you got that much I do know. You can't mute the sound or it doesn't count. This last one, with all that pretty music from, you know, the Christmas at Vale Keep thing, I just thought that was so pretty. I love it. I play those at night too. Sometimes they come on by themselves. Did the other night. Zelda, don't forget to include your name on the form. Oh, I know who you are now. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. Yeah, don't forget that. Don't forget it. I do readings on the Idaho 4 new info out. You know what? I have an opinion about the Idaho 4. Not about them. It's not bad. That case, I never got in it because that is a bunny trail I just didn't want to hop down. That's right. Are you aware of the Madalena case? The 11-year-old in North Carolina went missing. It was 2 years ago, November. You to do a reading. She was abducted after school. You know, Madeline Soto was another one. And I connected to Madeline Soto. I just try to stay away from the children. I can't do it. I used to do missing children cases until Jacob Wetterling. I don't know if you know Jacob Wetterling. He was from Minnesota. I just can't do him. I'm sorry. I don't know. Eddie is innocent in my heart and mind. Can't wait to hear what Vinny will say. Well, Vinny's okay. Lost Tree, love the oranges. I love it too. Skybell, love Zelda. It's 2 a.m. over here, my time. Oh my. We need to get going. Great, but 30 years lost. That's right. I mean, at this point, you can't replace it. But that hitting him in the pocketbook, just like what Karen Reed is doing, teaches a lesson. Because when you can't do anything more, lesson learned. Pardon me, lesson learned. Let me see. I have the Lady Zelda. Oh, good. Thank you. Happy Monday to you. The Goodmans are here. Bless you, my darlings. Thank you so much for coming all over. Thank you. Thank you. So I love it when you come in here. It's just such an honor. Thank you so much. Yeah, managed to catch you live. Well, I'm so glad. Yay that you did. I'm so glad. The music was beautiful. Okay, I'm trying to catch up quick. I'm seeing all this stuff. I'm caught up. Oh, okay. Get your. I've been wondering about Anna Walsh since following the channel. Anna hasn't tried to reach out. Charlie Kirk has. John has several times. It's like John's going to come for Thanksgiving and Christmas. But, oh, it was last Christmas Eve that John first reached out to me and showed me that what happened. I'm going to have an anniversary reading for John on that. I'm pretty sure it was Christmas Eve. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. Get your pens, pencils, pieces of paper, perhaps a Bible or two, because I got some very intriguing and very sorry. I've got so much stuff here on my desk. If you'd see it. No, I don't want you to. Give me a second. Here we go. Where am I going to put all this? I want to share something. So get ready, my darlings. Here we go. Get ready for. I hope John will come again this Christmas. I'm eager for him to. This Christmas, the only show. Wait a minute. This Christmas, the only shoulder tap I pray for is that of Lord Gregor. Yes. Would that be, that would be so nice. That would be so nice. Please. I would like that too. Okay, I've got to set up here. Get ready. Okay. Now, this is what I want you to do. Let me, StreamYard now has even a little teleprompter. You thought I was so smart? No, I'm just putting my notes out here. Here we go. Get ready. Welcome to Manifestation Monday, because you're going to learn something. This is your break that you need. Let me tell you something really interesting, and honestly, it's a little mind-blowing. And you know how I'm into this sort of thing, and when I see it again, it's not that I forget. And see, that's why you've got to continue to go over it and over it and over and over, because it's called retention. You need to retain these sort of things. Science, spirituality, and scripture all point to one single truth. Ready? Your words are biological instructions. Now, this is going to blow your mind. Hi, Lady Zelda, you look beautiful today. Thank you, my darling AZ Live. Thank you for manifesting. Thank you. Okay, so your words are biological instructions. Now, I'm not talking about motivational fluff, like, oh, even Zelda's I am the one. Here's what I'm talking about, and you're going to want to listen to this. I mean neurological, chemically, and physically. Neurologically, that's a big word, chemically and physically. There is an entire field called, are you ready? I made a banner for this. Let me click on that. Let me click on the banner. Psychoneuroimmunology. Yeah. No psychos here, but psychoneurology. Oh, I clicked it off. Psychoneurology. Let me put that back up there in case you want to read it just for a second. Psychoneurology, immunology. All one word. That should be on your spelling bee tomorrow, shouldn't it? Okay. There we go. Now I'm not gonna do that. Let me see. Oh yeah, now it'll stick. Good. Now, pardon me. It's the study of how your thoughts and self-talk directly affect your immune system, your hormones, and your healing. Now this is not new. Every repeated thought becomes a biochemical information. So all the thoughts that we have are biochemical information. Where? To our noggins, to our brain. Your brain is literally translates your internal language into signals that your body obeys. This is a science fact. And again, this is not manifestation fluff. This is not craziness. It is fact. It is science. And guess what else? It is physics. Here's the harmful loop of all this. When we constantly say things like, I feel so terrible, I'm sick, I'm falling apart, your body doesn't take that metaphorically. Your body takes that as a command. Your body and your biology reacts as though you are in danger. Stress hormones rise. You know what that's about. Inflammation increases. The body shifts out of healing mode and now into survival mode. Your system starts defending instead of restoring. Time for us to start paying attention because our words have power. So here's the healing loop. But the moment that you shift your internal language, you activate a different biological pathway. I've noticed it in myself. Statements like, now remember this, statements like, I'm healing, I'm recovering, I've lost weight, I feel good today, I got enough sleep, my body is strengthening, aren't delusional. You're giving your body and your brain instructions. It's yours. You see, the brain, my darlings, is your computer of your body. You've got to type in, it's the command center. You got to type in what it is that you want. I don't overeat. I'm so happy with my diet. I love to read. I do that. Love, see, using love. And I'm listen, ever since Saturday night, time out, I've caught myself saying that mortal word that sometimes means shuffle-uff. You like that word, Mitchell? Shuffle-uff. Oh, I wonder if Jesus loved his grilled cheese. I love this. I love this. I love my lipstick. I love my glasses. Those words have no meaning anymore. And that's why sometimes our emotions have no meaning anymore. But getting back to this, you're triggering your brain. You're signaling. This is not delusional. You're giving instructions, my darlings. Those words activate neural circuits tied to restoration, regeneration. You know what happens when you regenerate things? It's like a renovate. Restoration, renovate, and resilience. What is resilience? You can fight it off. Fight it off. Your cells listen. Your hormones adjust, and your nervous system calms down. This is not positive thinking. It's divine design. This isn't manifestation in the pop culture sense. This is how God designed your mind and your body to work together. Long before psychology named it, Scripture said, life and death are in the power of the tongue. We're going to read a little bit more about that. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind, and as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. That's the word. That's Scripture. I just thought I saw something in this corner. John, are you visiting? Wow. Okay. So that's what's so great about this, because your biology, my darlings, is wired to respond to your belief and to your words. Here's why. Your brain, your body don't know the difference if it's real to you or if it's not. So if you start saying, wow, I'm healed. Wow, I feel good today. Wow. This is great. I just feel like I'm shedding these pounds. I just feel like I'm doing this. I just feel like love is coming my way. I just feel that I could go out and run a marathon. Look, I feel like I'm looking like I'm younger. Like my one client did. Wow, my eyes are getting blue. And she was Hispanic and had dark black eyes that I thought were gorgeous, and she wanted blue eyes. And by golly, her body listened to her. I have other women. Gee, I want my butt to be bigger. Gee, I want the girls to be bigger. And it happens. Because you're convinced that it's happening, your body gets convinced that it's happening too. Oh, isn't that something? Address the feels delusional moments. At first, it feels weird, like you're pretending. It always will. But it's the kind of pretending that aligns your mind, your body, and your faith in the same direction. What this is doing is putting your mind in alignment with your soul. So now, who's the boss of the applesauce? It's you. It's you. It's not lying to yourself. It's choosing the instruction set that leads toward healing, not harm. You're not being delusional. You're instructing your cells to get with the program. The brain and limitation are real. And here's one more wild piece that your brain can't tell the difference between a real limitation and a repeated belief. Your brain can't tell the difference. So if you say things like, I'm so terrible at this, I could never learn that, I'm not capable, I'm never going to have anybody, your brain accepts those words as commandments. I've got a woman who is beautiful, thin, client, who contacts me every week. I'm not losing any weight. I expect to lose weight every week. I'm not losing any weight. I'm getting bigger. I'm getting bigger. And she's getting bigger because she's telling her brain, you know what, just go ahead and get bigger. And she's incapable of losing weight because she's starving herself to death and she feels it's starving. And we all know what all that is. But she's convinced. And I keep telling her, just tell yourself to slow down. So see, you shut down all the neural pathways before they ever get a chance to form. Shut it down. Get out the roadblocks. Stop it. You have to make a new agreement. When your words and your belief and your faith line up, guess what happens? God responds to that agreement. You're not forcing anything. You're partnering with how you were created. Your mind becomes a tool for healing, learning, and growth, and not a weapon turned against yourself. How many people hate themselves? I know many. Because they have got it in their head that they're not worthy, they're not happy, all of these things. There you go, Carrie. 12 candy kisses make me skinny. I'll tell you in a minute what I've done. Closing affirmation for the audience. And this is you. Tonight, my darling, we manifest here on Monday, and we're not just shifting our mindsets, we're shifting our biology. Every thought is a seed, every word is an instruction. Speak healing, speak strength, speak restoration, and your body, your brain, and your spirit will move right toward it. It commands it. It doesn't have a choice. I get these people who say, oh, I've tried this a couple of times and it didn't work. What did you try? Well, I wanted $100 million in my bank account. Don't talk to me. Right? You have to talk about what is not ridiculous versus what is. Right? Your body, your mind, and your brain and your spirit will move toward it. Command it. Command it. So now I've got a little something. Let me see if I can move some things so I don't make a mess. Here's one. Do you think that I don't study? Poor thing's falling apart. That's okay. Here's why we came here. No, it isn't. I lost my place. And I don't want this one first. Now I lost my place. Sorry, I'll find it. I don't have any room on this table. That's the problem. So I can't find it. You're going to want to turn to the book of Proverbs. It's right after Psalms. Let me get there because I lost my place. Chapter 18, verse 21. Ready? It's in the word. Death and life are power in the tongue, of the tongue. And they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Now, what does that mean? They that love it will eat the fruit thereof. Let me move this. Death and life being the fruit of the tongue. Oh, I should have had that. Romans. Let me show you. Death and life are the power of the tongue. This is something that's in the Bible that is called a metomony. I know that's a word. A metomony. It's a metomony of causes. It's an illustrated example is what that means in the Hebrew. An illustrated example. Let me get back here and read this to you. And then in Romans, it is chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to his world, or this world rather, but be ye transferred by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and the perfect will is of God. You know what? What is the will of God? Well, the will of God is for you to be wealthy, healthy, wonderful, and in control. And people say, oh no, God doesn't want us. Yes, he does. If you don't have money, how are you going to help other people? Stop. You have to be that way. Now let me show this to you here a second. There's something here that I think that you're going to really like, and it's in the Hebrew, where it says, and be not conformed to his world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may. Now, here what we can do is one of those metatomonies, and it is called that ye equals to to. So now let's read it that way and see how that changes. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, to prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. So you can prove that. That's what you're supposed to do. Well, what is the acceptable will? Once again, it's all about that. The will is he's just not wanting you to be sickly and down and poor and weak. Pardon me. Use now this information to transform. You know what I've been doing? Just a couple of days, but I'm going to tell you. Since I've been speaking to a certain somebody in here who eats eggs all the time, drinks hot tea all the time, not from the cup that I have of him, but who drinks tea all the time, gets a little protein here and there, nuts, all this. Guess what? Guess what? I don't eat that many eggs, but I get up in the morning, I eat 2 or 3 hard-boiled eggs, put some really good seasoning, have a couple of cups of tea, and guess what? I feel fit as a fiddle. My eyes feel like they're clearer than they have been in a long time. Could maybe that be the secret to immortality? That and a couple of other little things. But I want you to know that it is in the Word. It's something for you to understand. As a man thinketh, so is he. So you have to start thinking, I'm successful. Look, here's what you do. Every interview that I've ever been on, I've gotten the job. And it's not because I'm so great. It's because I go in there knowing that I have the capability. And there have been jobs that I've gotten and that I've turned them down. And that was in the old days, before I'm doing my own gig. You have to, this is going to build your confidence. This is going to be, because here's the problem. We have a medical industry that wants to keep us sick. We have other situations that want to keep us down and that want to keep us broke. And you have to set yourself away and aside from this world to the point where you're functioning. You create your own economy. You create your own situation, your own circumstance, and don't think that I haven't manifested the situation that I'm in right now. Can we get a ladies long sleeve with gold grade? Yeah, it's in the shop. It should be in the shop. It should be in there. It should be in there. I can add one, but I believe there are some. long shirt, I'll go look though, Melissa. Okay, I'll go look. Thank you though for asking. So there you go. If I could hand my family Bible over from Italy, there you go. Here's the thing. The more you start researching, the more you start thinking, oh my gosh, this is written for me. Nobody is immune to it. Oh, well, it doesn't work for that person and that person and that person, but it works for this one. No, it's for everybody. God doesn't play favorites. You are his favorite. We all are his favorite. So my darlings, when you want something, make sure that it's not a ridiculous thing. Because if it is, well, first of all, if you want $100 million, you can have it. But secondly, your mind has got to believe that you can have it. And if you just start saying that and you don't believe it, it's not going to happen anyway. You've got to put yourself, because I got to tell you something. When you're running full bore is what they say, where you're running and you're not running on empty, but you've got a full tank of confidence, ability, education, all of these things for you. The sky is not even the limit. It is beyond. You can do whatever you set your mind to, because your mind is more than capable of doing anything and everything that you'd ever want to do, plus. And don't be like Ariana, what's-her-face, Grande, who now eats only 3 eggs a day because she's in a ridiculous mindset, and I feel that there's a something situation going on there. Messing with her. I want to tell you something else. You be careful about the Bibles that you get. Because everybody's, oh, I'm going to read the Bible. Oh, okay, it's the Bible. What would they do? I'll tell you what a lot of these publishers do, my darlings. They hire atheists. They hire atheists to go in and screw around with the word. So it is misleading. And some of these, in some Bibles, if you look, Matthew 17, verse 21, is skipped over. Sometimes there are Bibles that don't even have the correct verses in them, and certainly not the correct translation. That's why King James stepped in. Yeah, you could say what you want, but he stepped in, and in the Bible of the 1610, I believe it was 1610, you can, Lord Gregor was around then. In the front, there is a disclaimer that says, look, we've hired translators from everywhere and anywhere. But you have to ask the Holy Spirit for your guidance and direction, because we can only do what we can. And sometimes there's mistakes. Sometimes there's misleading, like the word Easter. So I just want you to be cautious, be careful. Do not buy these big Bibles that have these annotations by some man who thinks they know and leads you in a different direction, because my darlings, we're going to be in trouble if we do that. It's not funny. Do you know that the Bible is the #1 book sold ever? And that's why these publishers take these, because I'm going to tell you what, talk about the devil's work. Because people, oh, it's the pastor said this. Well, good. Where did that pastor learn this? I'll take on any pastor. Give them to me, bring them on. Let's go. And you will see That's why you got to get into it. That's why it says that you need to be studying to show yourself approved. You got to be watchmen. You got to be watchmen. Reading and listen, I come from a pastor's family. Reading the word like you do here is like reading tomorrow's newspaper. But I'm also going to tell you this. I'm going to give you a little hint about a few little things. For those believers out here, and I've had kind of a tough day with a couple of people who decided that they wanted to attack me and attack Lord Gregor and attack, whatever. First of all, being an immortal is not a demon. There are people that are immortals, and if you do not believe it, I invite you to read the book of Enoch, the book of giants, that was included in the book of Isaiah, that was found and written 1,000 years before the book of Isaiah that we have in our traditional Bibles. Do you want to know what is in the book of Enoch? It talks about, and I'm not saying the Lord Gregor is a watch. I'm not saying any of that at all. I want you to understand that these things are more than possible, because in the book of Enoch, it talks about watchers who are in the bodies of a human that are also feared and revered, who are neither from heaven nor hell. They are here to watch over things. I want you to know that if you get into it and into the land of giants, I'm just going to say this. Jesus Christ talks about in the last days it will be like the days of Noah. Not like a flood. Do you know what happened? The fallen angels came, the Nephilim, whatever they are. They're these beautiful angels that take up with human women and have children. That's why we got the giants in the Old Testament. That's what happened. And I don't know if you know this. I know you know the story of David and Goliath. Well, after David took care of Goliath, David went on to become king, and Goliath had brothers. And David had to go back and take care of the brothers because they were being stinkers. These were giants, the land of giants. This talks about the book of Enoch. Why do you think a lot of people have to... why do you think that was taken maybe out of the Bible? It's all in the Bible. Why do you think that it's definitely a possibility? And why do you think that it's in there? And why do you think that it was taken out? Because I'm going to tell you, you want to have your mind blown, read the book of Enoch. You want to have your mind blown, know that there is a book that tells what happens after you die if you're on the bad side of things while you're waiting for judgment, the great white throne of judgment. So I'm just going to say this. When we pass away, we don't immediately go to zip or zip. You don't go up there and you don't go down there. You go what is called in paradise, and it's talked about in Luke chapter 16, where Lazarus is in the gulf, and he says, Jesus, take me, let me go back, let me warn my brothers. And Jesus said, nope, you had your chance. Had your chance, you knew you should. You had your chance, now you have to wait. And if these people, all the shamarterers, all those peoples that do that sort of thing, bad stuff, you don't go to the hot place right away. You go into this, everybody goes into paradise, and it's called the Gulf. The bad side and the good side. They're not going to mix up this stuff. And everybody is waiting for the great white throne of judgment. So what happens then? That's the millennium. It is a teaching. Everybody is taught the real word. And it's going to be for 1,000 years. And then comes the great white throne of judgment. And if you decide that you still want to be on the bad place, then there's the hot place. And what is the hot place? You are wiped away from the mind. And that's it. You fizzle away. You don't. The reason I'm saying this is this. I have so many people that call me and they tell me that they are programmed to believe that they're going to go to the hot place, which they're not. But they're going to go to the hot place. And it's very difficult for them because they think, oh my gosh, what about my family? What about my friends? What about my this? Listen, these bad people that do themselves, that do these things, they will be wiped from the minds of the ones that go on in and spend eternity. Why? I'm going to think about myself. That's right, Grimir. He didn't say, when Jesus saw the two who were crucified, he didn't say, well, no, wait a minute. Not only do you have to jump down off this cross and be baptized and you have to do this. No, you're gonna be with me today in paradise. Then you will stand. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to make it really real. These people who did John O'Keefe in will not only face the judge, the real judge, but they will face John O'Keefe, and he will stand there and say, I thought you were my friends. Why did you do this to me? Oh, that's what I want. Listen, I want to see it here, but give me the tea. Give me the tea. Give me the... Here. I'll make us all some beignets. Let's go. I'm going to wait for that moment. I want to see what all these... And I'm going to tell you something. You can't lie. They can't lie. It's impossible. There's no lying there. We're on a different plane. It is literally impossible. So, as an example, for those people who did that, you got a lot to look forward to. Yeah, there's forgiveness. But it's not only going to take the judges, but it's going to take John O'Keefe too. Will he forgive you? I don't know. So you know what, my darlings? We're going to circle back here, and I want you to be strong. I want you to be watchmen. I want you to be believers. I want you to take control and stop believing some of this crap that is told out here. I get so passionate about this because they make you believe that you are a certain way, so you have to maintain that way. Bull. I call bull. Send them my way. I will have a debate all day long. That is the crazy. That is the crazy part of it. Somebody told me the other day, you know who you are, that they were in another chat and somebody said, why don't you, you need to go and listen to Lady Zelda. And they're like, oh no, what she does is of the devil. Never been in here, have they? And you know what? That's fine. People can say what they want to say. There's a song, what have you done lately, right? So, get this psychoneurology, immunology in the right place. You may have to pay this back a couple of times. All you have to do is start talking to yourself. And it's not fluff. Put your mind in the right alignment. I can do this. I can do this. Yeah, I can do this. I was telling Mrs. Marie today, we're kind of laughing. Hi there, Damika, my darling. Yes, it is, Carrie. I was telling Mrs. Marie today. I said, wow, I got a full plate. She goes, what's going on? I said, well, I got a journal here that's written into, going to it. I've got a program open on my phone, a program open on my computer. I've got my iPad open. I'm reading cards. I'm doing this. I'm printing this. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And you know what? If you're struggling with anxiety, and you're struggling with you know what? I get it. You do not have to be there. You don't have to stay there in that place. But a lot of it is going to have to be, you're going to have to look at yourself and say, you know what? The people that hurt me in my past can stay behind me. Remember what Jesus said, get thee behind me, Satan. And that's what you have to tell your past, get behind me, because you're not going to stand in my way and you're not going to put up a barricade in front of me any longer. This stuff is real. And I'm going to tell you, once we get Lord Gregor's channel over and open, we're going to have these little talks about the Book of Enoch and about Watchers. He's going to help us learn about all these things. Veilborn, Veldran, Watchers, Giants. Because I've got to tell you something, it wasn't until the last turn of the last century that everybody started getting into this rapture stuff, which is not true. It is not true. And God doesn't like it. In the book of Ezekiel, he says, I am against those who sew pillows on their fingers, kerchiefs on their fingers, and teach that you will fly away to save their soul. Oh, oh. When you start learning that you have so much power within you and that you can manifest so much. And I'm just going to tell you this little thing that's called distance between me and what's his face. So it's just a thing. It's just a thing. There's so much that is here for you, and yet it's been held back. And you shouldn't have to be held back. I can't teach it that much here, because like I said, it'll break the algorithm. Unless, Lord Gregor and I had talked about bonding. He would be my bondsman. And in the crime community, that might work out. But in the Veilborn community, that's not so good. So there's so much that is available to you. I want you to make this vow to yourself. Nobody else. Keep it to yourself. And you have a daily... Write it down. Write it down. Get you a book. You can get one at the Dollar Tree for 69 cents. Get you a book and say, today I am working on this. I am healing. I feel great. I'm doing all kinds of good things. I'm losing weight. I'm gaining friends. I have the love of my life. I can go where I want to, do what I want, buy the houses that I want. And guess what? Other people will look at you and say, I want what she or what he has. And that's what it's all about. That's why you're here. That's why you're here. There you go. There you go. That's why you're here. Let me look at your here. I don't know if you're old enough to be my mother. Oh, I'm probably old enough to be your. Yes, I probably am. Cherishing. Thank you so much, my darlings. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Rosebud. You're so generous. I love you too, my darling. You can make good use of your time in the shower. Absolutely. As you drift off to sleep at night, best time. Who sleeps? Right? Lord Gregor. Sleep at night when you first wake up. Truly do as Zelda suggests. She's on the mark. Well, thank you so much. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to have a little thing here because I wanted to also tell you that Jesus was not born in December, but we celebrate it because we're going to celebrate him. Okay? He was born in September because the timing is given to us. Timing is given to us in the Bible. Nobody just reads it. The timing is given to us. We'll go through that. We'll go through it one day. We'll go through it, definitely. But be careful about the Bibles that you use. Be careful about the translation. You don't know who's behind the translation. And believe me, you know what also the Bible says? That the devil prowls like a lion. There's a song that I love. There's a song that I love. And the words are, until our ancient foe doth seek to work us woe. He's crafty dude. His craft and power are great, and armed with cruel hate. That's kind of scary. That you got some entity out there that is, come on over here. They're not going to do anything. Come on. You can take John out. It'll be okay. And then when something happens, he sits in the corner and laughs. That's his job. He knows we've all read the back of the book. He knows that he's not going anywhere. He's not going. He's gone. He's going to be snuffed out. He's going to be snuffed out. And in Revelation, it says that we will all gather around the pit and look in and say, and he's the guy. He's the guy that we've been dealing with. Him? This little wuss? Yeah. So his craft is great. His power is great. You don't want to take on the devil. You don't have to. You take on yourself. You do what you need to do. You work on your mindset. You tell. You don't ask. You tell. Look here, body. We're going to straighten up. My hormones are, look. No. Come on now, body. I know you have it in you. So the cells are getting right. The DNA, the DNA is renewing, and so is my mind. Let's go. I got a long life to live. There you go. That's it. That's it. You guys are going to do really well. Questions, comments, whatever. Hold on. There's that Ian. I think he's just wanting to eat again. Sorry, I get very passionate, and I'm sorry if I just get roaring, because I get mad when people are misled. It should make you mad. It should literally make you mad. But I got a little hint for you. Not this week. Write it on your calendars. Not this week. This week, on the 11th, my darlings, on the podcast with Lord Gregor. And And I still have people, and it's my fault. I did not eat yet. And I got to tell you, it is my fault because I was not brave enough, because I didn't see him at first. I was not brave enough to say, oh, by the way, do you happen to be a vampire? Because, even to a vampire, I don't want to be rude. Oh, God. Poor Greg. Oh, my God. Okay, listen. The 11th on the podcast, we're talking about vampires. And that young man who was lost at Bron Castle is still lost, as far as I know. The last I look, he's still lost. That's serious. Over there, oh, and Romania, that is bad. I don't know where that boy is. He disappeared. He left his tent, his rucksack, his food. Where is he? He's only 18 years old. And first of all, Mr. Smythe is his last name. Why would you feel you wanted to go on a hike around Bron Dracula's castle? Why would you feel you did that, honey? His poor mother flew in from the UK to Romania. Lord Gregor says he thinks that he's open. The 11th is the vampire show. Lord Gregor is going to talk to us about his dealings with a real vampire selling relics in Italy. Hi, Linda. Oh, I hope you had a good time in vacation, a little holiday there. Linda, bless you for coming back. Thank you. Now, on the 18th of December, the week after, we're going to be talking about demonology. King James. You guys are going to love that one. Oh, heck. The more we get into this, and listen, I go through these talks every night, and it's like, I feel like I'm with an encyclopedia, a historical novel encyclopedia. Let me see, Jamie. Hi, darling. I just went before listening to you live earlier today to my old email to search for the Book of Enoch. Not a coincidence. Also, I wrote children's books on identity and who you really are. Love you, and I love you back. These talks are going to be on, no, the podcast, all of that are going to be on Lord Gregor's channel. It's going to be on his channel. I love Manifestation Monday because we just sit down here. Oh yeah, Italian vampires. My darling, do you know that the mass amount of... Hi, Mama. Do you know that the mass amount... Look at this. Look at this darling. Looky here who came through. This young lady just cracks. I have adopted her. This is a young lady that plays with my... Well, that sounds bad. She games. She's a gamer with my son. She's a darling. Love her so much. She's on Twitch. And my son and her, listen, I learned stuff. These kids, they talk, I learned stuff from them. But she is adorable. And I love her. So just come on. And I got to tell you, she's a little bit goth, and I'm a little bit jealous of that. Because, and as Mitchell says, I'm wearing black, looking like an Italian old woman who is morning. Morning. That's so funny. Lovely to meet you. I love this. Hello, there's Mary. Come on in. Where is that Honest Path at, Mama Sins? Where is Honest Path? I hear him in there. He's probably in there. Anyway, let me see. Okay, so Ian says he wants to eat. She's adorable. He's here. He's with me, she says. Looky here. The dynamic duo of gaming. He's with me. Good. She takes good care of him in the gaming world, and he looks after her too. That's what it's all about. Listen, if you ever want to have an experience in language, I learned a lot just by going into there, and I've laughed like crazy. So the antics, but they play these horror game. Oh my gosh, screaming, things with chainsaws chasing after them. I was talking about Italian Mary Xmas. That's right. I was talking about Italian vampires, and the most vampires that they have, the population is in Croatia. All of those mountains, the Bohemian, and I'm going to give you an idea for those of you who are in the Americas. Imagine the Appalachian Mountains, how they go through many states like this, and there's this broad band of mountains. That's the Shumava Mountains, and they've got a lot of hello. Oh, look, you got to tell them about, there's my darling Grace. They're all coming into my channel. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. So I got to tell you this about, come on, there's a character in this, and I think you saw it when we did a fundraiser for Kelsey Fitzsimmons, that Ian came in and he played Resident Evil. Well, there's another Resident Evil game where there's a female and a male, and you press a certain button and the female will go, come on, and it drives everybody crazy. So they have downloaded that sound, like me. Hold on, I've got a sound here from Ian. I've downloaded it. Listen.
Shut.
And they've got it on their little stream deck, like I have stuff on my little stream. And I'll tell you what, I laugh until I think that I'm out of my mind. Well, I might be out of my mind, but I laugh so hard at these kids. They're not kids. Well, they're my kids. I'm old enough to have them. So, Tammy, hello. I need to go, and I will catch up on this tomorrow. I'm sorry. Oh, my darling, don't be sorry. You gotta go. Do Italian vampires say, I want to bite your neck, I think. I love it. Come on. I think I'm going to get that sound and put it on my stream deck. Come on. Okay. Time to feed Ian. You guys have to get some grub bub. There you go. That was fun. Yes. But when he comes in here on the podcast, he's being very quiet tonight. When he comes in here in the podcast, it just blows my mind. And my darlings, I'm going to tell you, there's every possibility in the whole wide world that these things are real. My aunt Frida. I haven't told you this part yet. I think I have a little bit. First of all, she was in the Army, and she was stationed in Pearl Harbor when all that happened, December 7th. She almost lost her life. But she talked about, just a minute, I have to ask Mr. Ian what he wants to eat. She talked about all of these things about what we talk about. My family did. And you know what? I grew up and it was just normal. Can you imagine Zelda being normal? Hello, Zelda. What in the absolute? Let me see. What did he say? I don't see. I'm going to tell you this, because remember Saturday night I kept losing him in the chat. So Captain Jerry had this brilliant idea that basically said, you know, you need to make him a mod, and then you can see him. Brilliant. See, that's why you guys, that's why I got you. That's why I got you. Let me see. What did he say? Felix bin ich es. Let me see if I can say it correctly. Felix bin ich es bereits. Bring it. So, my darlings, she is the smart one. Deutsch translation, please. Do you really want the Deutsche translation? Okay. Is that okay with you? I'm a smart one. She is. Is that okay? Hold on. I lost. Is that? Oh, you translated it? Oh, Mary translated it. She's fast on the keyboard. He's pretty much saying that we had a good night Saturday night, and he wonders if this is just the beginning of the bond. And I said to him, perhaps it is the beginning. Perhaps. It is. Maybe. I don't know. Got a lot of ground to cover. But this is exciting. And I'm going to tell you, while we have him, thank you. While we have him, we're going to pick his little brain. We're going to pick his little brain. And he loves it. I want you to, Zelda. I want everybody in here to be cautious about using that word loosely. Hold on loosely. Karen, my darling, I have to run. Well, don't get tired. Have a wonderful night, Lady Zelda. Great wishes, everyone. Bless you, bless you. Yeah, I think he's doing something right. Lady Zelda, your complexion is beautiful. Somebody the other day told me that I have a filter. I'm going to tell you something. I do have a filter on because it helps, because I've got a ring light. But I'm going to show you what I look like without the filter. Do you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. No filter. That's me. I don't have a filter on. That's just me. And you see there's like shadows, and it's from this ring light. That's the only reason that I use it, because quite frankly, I don't care. It is what it is. Takes away the shadows. He's a charmer. Well, let's just hope he's not a pisser. Oh my. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. All right. So here's the thing. The 18th, or this week, vampires. The 18th is demonology And then there happens to be one Christmas night, and you can listen to it later if you want. If you like, wait a minute, there's something here. It's driving me crazy. Hello. They've got these little hairs that decide that they just want to go flying. Thank you so much, Linda. It's a wicked pistol. That's right. I don't talk like that, but you guys are making me. Anyway, are you laughing? You guys are so funny. So anyway, but you got to show up for the demonology show, and then we're gonna have a special Christmas, and there may be something special that nobody's gonna know about, including Mr. Man in the chat. And then the next week is New Year's Eve. So it's going to be good. Now listen. He's going to be answering questions. He's going to answer 4 questions before every podcast. Ask him anything except personal. There's been some women that are very thirsty. You know what I mean? On his channel, asking him, I can't even say it here. And the poor man was like, so, and not inappropriate things. Oh my goodness. But you know, there are some women that are freaking thirsty that are after him. I mean, he's nice looking. But this podcast, we are answering, does he have any superpowers? Yeah, I mean, he's gonna answer this. Does he feel pain? What do doctors think? Because he has some injuries, his bodily injuries from conflicts and so forth. I know this. I mean, I'm not, hello, I'm not embarrassing. But he's going to answer all this. What do the doctors think? What is, that's right. Back off, ladies. The Zelda crew is going to come after, right? Look here. Who's here? It's the Sam Miami, who is, let's hope she doesn't sneeze on me. She's had her flea medicine. She's very, very good. So anyway, thank you, Linda. Listening and watching you while I'm working on my 1939 boat before we go back to the water after major reno. Nearly dropped the tin of paint while laughing. Oh, I love it. I'm so glad. See, I'm so glad you can be happy. Oh, there's somebody that needs a kiss. And believe me, if you're listening in here, sir, Lunara, who is the dapple gray, will be my horse. She will be mine. Sissy. Oh, some things are going awry here. Look out. Here we go. Don't make me get ugly, and I'm gonna have to take my makeup off to do that. Bless you. I love her eyeliner. This one, she's got dark black eyeliner and romantic and has eyes for you. Well, so far. But we're going to talk about what bonding. Here we go. Were his parents immortal, and are they still with him? No. His mother passed away early in his life, and no. His father, I think he was unalived in some type of conflict. He watched them from afar, and he watched the funerals, and then there was a day that Sam Miami, there was a day then that he went in and out. Look, this is the time when you didn't have to say, oh, this is my house and here's the title. No, they just knew him by reputation. They knew him by, Will he live forever? The answer is no, he will not. Will he outlive me? Oh, probably by a couple hundred years. So, but he's not like that, the unalived. He's very much, oh my goodness, she both turned inside out. Did you see that? He's alive. He has a heartbeat. He's very much a heart. He's alive. He feels things. He just doesn't talk in a mortal way. Love words, mortal love words are not his language. In fact, I wrote something down and I wrote it. I talked to Jerry. I know he won't mind if I say this. So I'm going to say it. Hang on there, sister. I know. Her my girl. Her my girl. Let me see if I still have it on here. I know, I must have got rid of it. Oh dear. Anyway, bonding with an immortal is like making a marital vow, but it's not a marriage. It's much deeper. When you bond with an immortal, you commit to a lifetime. You resonate, you recognize. It goes much deeper. I mean, there might be a day that he says that he loves me, but it's going to be a while because other things have to happen first. And with that being said, when bonding like this, the only way that I can explain it is think of super glue. And he kind of explained it. He kind of explained it. Did you explain it to me? Anyway, he Mountain Bear. Well, I have to read this. I have my rice jar. Oh, good. And wish paper next to my bed. Wonderful. First thing I learned from you, my first viewing with you, it works. And your hair looks divine, darling. Well, thank you so much, darling. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. So the bonding process is a process. It's not just a ceremony, okay? It's not just this thing where, oh, you know, I do you? Yeah, I do. Do you not? Do you don't? No, I don't, and I do, and I will, and I should. It's not that. Once it happens, it's for life and beyond. And if I lose my life first, he's still bonded to me and will remain that. And that's how I know that he has not bonded ever before. He's fairly young in this realm. It is a lot of them are much older than he is. But he, in mortal years, now when I paint these pictures of him, what you see of him, that's him. Only I can't show you what I see because it just isn't done. And most of immortals, even vampires, even though he isn't one, is like that. They don't show themselves. They're very private, and he's very cautious, and he's very careful, and he doesn't go into town. He doesn't do anything, and he does travel to these relics places, and he does go and send out things. I know because I'm about ready to get. He took a trip about 3 weeks ago, and I'm about to get something, and I'm excited. Right? So when you bond, I don't change. I don't become immortal. I don't do anything like that. It's not a wedding ceremony. It's not legally. Well, wait, hello. It's a commitment between he and I. There's no marriage license. It's not a legal thing that you have to go through like that. It is hi, Elizabeth. It is a time that it is a time where you bond together. You recognize each other, and it's a recognition. And I got to tell you this, all this talk that I've been having sometimes you just don't know what's been kept from us and what we're missing. And the cool thing is, he will sit in his study and read these ancient books, French, German, Italian, and they're divination books from the 1400s, 1500s, 1600s, because back then, noblemen, even though they were scared of it, noblemen consulted that type of thing because they were in a bunch of wars and political situations and all these other things. Now, here's the rub. My family was not of noble birth. We weren't. We were those that were behind the scenes. We were the water bearers, basically. His family were the noblemen, but it was his family that, pardon me, his family that had the hard time. Yep. And I'm going to tell you something. I've known him for over 1 year. And I just really never gave it a thought. Because you know me, Mr. Darcy has ruined my idea of ever dating again. When? And then all of a sudden, things started changing. And it started changing in October. I noticed. I knew you were going to do that. Did you spray me? Did you spray me, sister? I hope not, but I'm going to wipe it like you did. Don't get it in my hair. Ugh. Okay. Lady Z, if you were ever to move over there to live in the castle, would Ian move over there as well? Maybe, but I don't think so. I think I would be visiting, he would be visiting, and it would be, instead of calling him, now I'm talking far in the future, he's not even gotten that far, but I want to explain it. If that bond would happen, which kind of looks like, I don't know, I would refer to him as my chosen, and he would refer to me as his chosen or his bond mate. I don't like bond mate because I'm in the crime thing, and it sounds like my bondsman. Hello, I'm out on bail. Here's my bondsman, right? Hello. Distance is just a thing. It's just a thing. And we've known each other long enough, and we care about each other a lot. And the thing of it is, here's the funny thing. Now, over the past 4 months, and we started this podcast and we talk almost every day except when he was traveling, I would literally really miss him. I would miss him terribly because it's like, oh my heck. Okay, sure, my darling Ruby. Absolutely, I don't mind at all. If I can answer it, I will. You feel free to ask. That's absolutely right. And you know what he said? I'm a bond girl. There you go, Mitchell. Now that takes on another thing. I'm a bond girl. But you know what he said about these thirsty women that are making references to particular things? You know what he said to me? These women belong in a tavern. Yes! Be gone. Absolutely, Ruby. You may ask me, do you manifest this bond? If so, it's working. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I did because I was saying, happy Monday. Hi there, my darling. Thank you so much. I'm going to tell you how and what I did. Because I decided, see, that's whole manifesting. I think all of you knew I was not going to get married again. I didn't put it off the table, but I was not. I got tired of those that came in my life and said, oh, I love you, chickie. I love you. Oh, hey, can I borrow 25 bucks? Me and the guys are going to go out and I want to buy a beer or two. And then it would be, you know what? I lost my job. Can I move in with you? And you know what? I got I got this bill that's due. My truck payments. Can I? And no, no. And getting, I just, enough is enough. And also, I just got to say, I'm in that business. I've seen this so many times that I tell women, oh, yes, but I just want to know, does he love me? Are you kidding me? He doesn't love himself. How could he love anyone else? Right? And that's what you've got to think about. You got to think about, I love me first. And that's what happened. I love you, chickie. That's right. But that's what happened. I loved me first. I put me ahead. I put me before anyone. Well, not, you know what I'm saying. Not before my son, not, you know, that's not before this little thing. But you know what I mean. No shade. Listen, you got it. No shade on the tavern girls. They got skills. That's right. That's a profession. That's right. Absolutely. No shade on the taverns. But what happened, my darlings, is something that I've preached to many others, and they are just afraid to take that chance. I've got a lady right now who's in a horrible relationship. She doesn't want to break up with somebody who treats her like crap because she's afraid that she won't have another person. So she'd rather dumb down. And that's what it is. You'd rather dumb down than be there for you. So if you want to manifest the love of your life, and I don't know if Lord Gregor is the love of my life or not, we'll find out. But I know he manifested me. And I'm very sure that I manifested him. But if you want to do that with anything, you got to put yourself first. You got to have that confidence, and you have to have that independence. And I got to tell you this, one thing that Lord Gregor has never asked me. No, not one, many. He has never asked me how much money I make. Because that's not important. He's got money, he doesn't need it. Hi there, Mama Jays. He never asks me. We are definitely, it goes beyond that. Vale born in Velduran, he's never asked me how much money I make. He's never asked me to send him any money. He's never asked me anything like that on that realm. It doesn't cross our minds. It just doesn't cross our minds. And here's what happened. When I talk with him, you know what he says to me before we leave, before we hang up? Other than, you just go ahead and go to sleep, and because I'm usually like, you just go ahead and go to sleep, and then when you go to sleep, I'll hang up. I'm just going to watch over you. Looking like I'm whatever. But he always says, do you need anything? I'll come there right now. Do you need anything? I'll send you. Do you need anything? No, I'm fine. I'm fine. And I know if I needed anything, he would come over. And at this point, I have to be careful of what I say I like, because you can see now I'm getting Kindles. I'm getting Kindles, and I'm getting this, and I'm getting that. And I think I have 3 more things that are coming before the end of the year. I'll unbox them. You'll see them here if you want to. If you want to see, if you don't, that's okay. But I'll unbox them. He's okay with it. I think he's getting a kick out of this. And I had somebody rip me because they're like, oh, this is, I'm being gaslit, because that's not his real voice. And I think I've said that 100 million times on his videos. whatever. Wait, where's my comb? What is it? Nikki, Nikki, lend me your comb. What is that? Hello. I got that hair, that one hair that just wants to be ugly. So, there we go. But you know what? It's the stuff like that that I love. See? Oh, here's what I want you all to do. Go with me now. Be with me. I want you to think about what you say, because your words have power. And I'm bad at saying, "Oh, I love this. I love my microphone. I love my cup. I love my this. I love my that. I love this." And you got to cookie. That's it. Cookie, lend me your comb. That's it. And those words don't really stand for what they should. There are no words. Lord Gregor is going to show up in an Amazon, but he better not. I don't like surprises like that. There's a plan. There's a plan. Hold on. He didn't give me a Kindle. I have one. He bought me 2 books. Not a big deal, but it is for me, because I love them. Sit down, sister. Hold on. I'm going to show you the books, and it's Anatomy. What did I say? Autonomy and Immortality by Dana Schwartz. Bought those books for me. I've got other things come out, you know. Your wish list is an Oscar Wilde tragedy too. Put jewelry on it. Just see what happens. He doesn't have to go to the wish list. He can do his thing right here. But it's all good. Now, on the Amazon wish list, if you go in there and you buy me a book, please email me so I can take it off as purchased, because it doesn't fall off automatically. And I don't want 15 copies of one book, and I don't want you to do that either, okay? So I don't want you to do that either. So anyway, my darlings, we've been on here. It's time to go feed the kiddo. Next time I'll be talking, you'll hear me, or we'll be here in the chat, is, give me a second here. Yeah, sure, okay. The next time we'll be in the chat is when Thursday night. It'll be Thursday night that we'll be here, and you'll hear the podcast. So you're going to hear the questions answered. You're going to hear all about, you're going to know a lot about his life, a lot you won't. But I think what we're going to do on Christmas night is we're going to talk about the catacombs that are under his castle. Now, I'm going to tell you this the other night, okay? I'm so happy for you, Zelda. Oh, thank you, honey. Have a great night, my darling. We're getting ready to sign off. Oh, you're welcome. I'll be working on my mind, body, and soul. There you go. I mean, good. Because it works. You see how it does. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you. But I gotta tell you something. Big talk last Saturday night. That's what he's talking about. We talked like we haven't talked before. That made a difference to me. He primarily sits in his study when he talks with me anyway. And he reads books. He reads mainly German, because I understand, but they're High German. Some of it I don't. He'll read the Italian, the French ones, and he'll talk to me about divination and about all these different things. It was funny because there are some things that I noticed. I'm just going to tell this Lord Gregory because I'm not going to, whatever. He was drinking tea. I'm drinking tea. One of these cups, and see, this was a sample, but look, it did not turn out very nice. I don't like it. So look, a little head floating. That didn't look good. So that was with the old shop. Not doing it. And they didn't contact me to tell me that it looked crappy. So done. So he was telling me, all these stuff, and out of excitement, because it was exciting Saturday night. It was exciting. He says, I need some tea. So he takes me into this room, which is, I guess, his kitchen. And he's boiling water in the kettle. He's pouring the boiling water into the kettle. He's making tea. And as soon as he pours up, you can see, because the castle is cold, you can see the steam coming out of his cup. And what does he do? Glug, 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 glug. Yeah, but she wants a Tinkies. What is a brate? Okay. And does it again. See, I could never do that. You could never do that. But because he's who he is, he can do that. And it was amazing. So then he says, I'm going to take you with me. I'm like, good. Where are we going? And he has a new device, by the way. He does not have to borrow this device anymore. He's got a new device. And one that he doesn't feel like he has to press the button so hard. It's a learning curve. He's taking me, and I'm seeing this in the video, this long stone corridor. I wish I could just draw the whole thing for you. His study is on the side of his huge 2-story library that has a huge, big fireplace, who has his portrait painted above the fireplace. You should see the ones from the 15, 16, well, no, from the 16, 17s, and 1800s. So he takes me up this corridor. And I'm looking, I'm like, and he travels fast. And I'm like, please slow down. I'm looking, and there are paintings like this lined up on either side of the wall. I need to do that and show you a background of it. I need to make a note of that. And there are, and see, he doesn't feel the cold like that. In fact, he runs hot mostly all the time. So that's why he can go out into this snow and wear these little cloaks, look like, whatever, Charles Dickens. Anyway, so he's going down this hall. I'm like, stop. And he said, I do not want you to look at this one portrait. And I'm like, and he turned his phone. He said, that's not, we're not looking at that yet. So there's a portrait there that has a problem. We go to the end, which seems like it takes forever. And he shows me the doors, which look about like this, as big as this window, shows me the doors of, yeah, he does run a hat. So do I when I'm talking. Anyway. Sorry, Lord Gregor, I don't mean to embarrass you. We don't have talks like that. It's not proper, and I would not have it. There's no peekaboo. There's no any of that. I need to get to know him. Then peekaboo comes. But I'm not doing any of that. And he isn't either. I don't want to know. So anyway, he shows me the big doors that are locked. And he says he has a key. And he says, I can't open these for you now because they're closed for the winter. Okay. Whatever. Okay. So we go through and go to his chamber. His chamber is probably twice as big as the joint that I live in. Probably twice as big as Oh, that's okay, Courtney. It's fine. What's in we have to laugh? It's probably as big as a couple of houses that I've lived in. Beautiful, gorgeous. And you know what the first thing I say to him? Who cleans this joint? It's not going to be me. I don't know. He has people that, whatever. He goes in there, this big, beautiful windows, gorgeous. I was like, don't you sleep in it? Because the bed was made. I'm like, don't you sleep in here? He goes, no, I just sleep in my study. Why do I want to come? I just sleep in my study. There's no reason. I just sleep in my study. And he made a pallet in his study, and that's where he talks at. And it's off the side of his study alone is the size of this condo that I live in. Oh, okay. I'm like, as long as I'm not cleaning, pal, I'm not coming as a guest, and I'm not coming as a charwoman. I'm not coming as a maid. I'll be out in the barn with Lunara and Vespera. Have fun. So, no steam cleaning for Lady Zelda. That's right. I'm leaving my steam cleaner at home. So, here we go. Cynthia, I love this time we spend together. I love that you'll be back on Thursday. Looking forward to more. If you could all please just do me that favor, if you haven't yet, Skippity Doodah over there. He's over 300. He'll be at 400 probably very soon. And just get him to 1,000, and then from there I can just really start pushing the algorithm, so we can do lives over there and talk about these types of things. He won't come on camera, but he might be able to talk. And that's just the way it is. I mean, that's fine. He can talk with us like he does on the podcast. But, oh, girl, if I go over there, I'm dressing like Arwen. Are you kidding? I'll be like, all I need is pointed ears. And I'm good. I'll be over there. Get me that gray horse. I'll be the ride of... Have you not seen the ride of Arwen? Oh, that's what I'll be. I'll be the chick in the river going, whatever. What is the name of his channel? It is House of Veil Keep. Oh, he just answered something. I can be right there. He's telling me he'll be here in a flashy do. All I have to say, no, not now. But I can tell you what we would do. And very truthfully, we would be sitting up talking until I was hoarse. Oh my gosh. Liv Tyler, Arwen, that's right. Sorry, sister. But we would be talking. That's all we do is talk. I just think that's wonderful. I need that professor type in my life. I don't need that man who doesn't know their butt from the hole in the ground, right? I've had that. I don't need that. I want a gentleman. That's what I want. A nobleman, a gentleman, someone who would protect me. And I have zero doubt. I'm going to tell something that his steward said. I'm going to tell you what the steward said. Because we were talking. The steward was at the barn. And that's when I made the bounce check joke. That was bad. He's figuring me out that I mean no harm, and we're laughing, right? So I know he says he'll be here. Oh, nobody will accost me. I can tell you that. His steward, and that's what he calls him, is a nice man who takes care of the grounds and the horses for the most part. And he does have a four-poster bed. I have to think every time I pull out the 4 clubs, I think of him now. And his steward tells me You should see him in the spring. I said, what does that mean? I guess he goes out, and you know how heavy those big swords are? Like those, hello, those big gothic knight shining armor swords, how those are heavy. He goes out and wields those swords. Both arms, both hands. I believe it. Because I don't see, he doesn't wear that brocade coat all the time that you see him in. I mean, he'll have shirts, and sometimes, he'll wear I don't know, a comfortable shirt, but I've never seen the man in a t-shirt. Never. I probably won't. And that's fine with me. That is fine with me. Give me. Okay, so anyway, that just goes to show you. All right, ladies, we're going to probably have to have a members only. Hello, Nightbot, thank you. Are there curtains around the posts? Not around them, but they're draped through. And then there's like the crown thing that comes down. It's all formal. That's why I said, who cleans this joint? But you see over there, it's not dusty. There's nothing. There's no bugs, there's no dust, there's no cobwebs. There's just nothing there. It's in an environment that they don't have that. So, but it's beautiful. It's in a dark burgundy brocade, and it's got some beigey type stuff, but it's just all stone. I could tell when he went in there, you could see his breath. It's cold. There wasn't a fire in the fireplace. He went in there to get something. He wanted to show me. And so come back out, go down. And that's what he does. He walks around and shows me, and oh, look at this and look at that. And I want you to see this and I want you to see that. Look at this. We have, hello. It's set up. Look how beautiful you are. Thank you so much for becoming a new member. You're going to love it here. You're going to love it here. We will ever be able to see it, or does it protect it from being seen? You'll see my drawings of it. You won't be able to see. Even when I go over there, I won't be able to take. I don't know. Maybe of the outside, but the horses that you see, those are the real horses. I just fix Gregor. But he doesn't feel loneliness like that. It's not a mortal thing. He's got plenty to do. He's always busy. He's always got things to do. He's got plenty to do. But there's a lot that's good. There's a lot that's good, and he seems like he's happy. So that's what it's all about. I want to be happy. I want to be happy. And I want him to be happy too. Let me see if I missed any of you. I can call. Okay, good, my darling. Look how pretty you are. Oh my gosh, you look so pretty. Thank you. So I want him to be happy too. Now let's see if I missed anybody on here. You guys were so kind tonight with all your generous memberships and everything else and your little super stickers. Thank you so much. Okay, I think that's good. Okay. I think he is happy because he found me. I think we're happy because we found each other. Let's get real. I don't know if I don't know if he is if he chooses me to be his forever man or woman. Oh my God. He may or may not. But he wanted permission to work toward that, and I gave him and said yes. But we're having a blast. And now he really is the Lord of the Ring. So I'm going to be you guys are going to be laughing because I'm going to be making content that will be probably face swaps. Now, here's the cool thing. He in the wintertime, he loses more weight. He did last year than he does in the summer. But his face is chiseled. It looks good. If you were to see him now, mortally, he looks like time to watch that movie again, right? And I always said I wanted to be the Arwen, the elfin, when at the end where Arwen is singing. Remember? And they're up on that high thing. Hello? And I'll just wear Arwen's dresses while I'm there. Why not? Has anybody seen that movie? Precious. Has anybody seen the movie Dracula the Love Tale on Prime? Is it good? You know what makes it? Is Enya singing those songs. Is it good? I'll watch it. If it's good, I'll watch it. But anyway, so we'll see. We're just going to see what happens. Hey, listen, I'm up to the challenge because I like keep my mind busy, make some sense, make me ask questions, make me think deeper thoughts, make me think, make me research. And that's what all this has done. It's like, oh my God. Come read my closet. I have it all. Oh boy. I'll probably make a few things. He even said that maybe I should get a castle over here. And I'm like, what, in America? Right. In America, I can find a castle in Vale Keep. Yeah, it is. He's actually told me he is in a tournament right now. So he can't stop to eat anywhere. Anyway, Disney World. So anyway, I guess I could always build something if it goes that far. Anyway, yeah, look at this. Jovi's going to make sure that we see this. Sabrosa, and tell me if it doesn't remind you of Lady... Okay, there are still castles. I won't go to Mexico. I saw... Oh, listen, I'm on Pinterest. I probably have seen the same thing. Those dresses are yummy. Hello. And see, that's what's so funny because he's the Renaissance man, and I'm like... Now, I used to be the corporate chick, and I wore suits and high heels and all that other stuff. I'm still the corporate chick, but I don't do that anymore because I don't have to. But it's like, oh, goodbye, sister. So anyway, well, my darlings, since she has gone, I lived in northern PA and it snowed from Halloween until July 4th, right? Clothes guaranteed to keep you functionally toasty. Yeah, those are beautiful. If I go over there, I'll ask if I can take like selfies. Probably not, but I'll make sure that I'll show as much as I can. And he's promised me he's not gonna, whatever, gatekeep too much. But he's also made a vow and I have to respect that. And, he wants his privacy. Listen, I've got people that are saying, listen, I'll come over there. We'll get you some Starlink. Have you been with a woman in a while? Can I come over? So these women who are in heat need to just like come down a little bit, because if this goes further, Tanta Zelda isn't going to be like, hello. But that's okay. I understand that. But anyway, what I was saying is, to me, he looks like he's in his mid-50s, kind of. He's in great shape. He's chiseled. There are sometimes he looks younger, sometimes he doesn't. It's okay with me because hello, there are times I get up and I look and I think, "Who are you? I just left you 8 hours ago and I don't even recognize who you are. Get some makeup on, darling, and do something." Anyway, these thirsty cats and heat, that's right. I had a never I was going to say, I had a horse one time. I'm not even going to go there. Um yeah, I'm not even going to go there. Jersey, thank you so much, my darling. Look how sweet she is. I got to tell you, I have the best community. But we're going to talk about this. I'm going to get Lord Gregor. We're going to talk about this Book of Enoch and the book of, because, sometimes these things don't resonate. You just, it's almost unfathomable. But to me, if you believe in angels, you believe in the Holy Spirit, it's so funny because some people, we believe in the EVPs and some people feel that their ancestors come and visit them, but there cannot be an immortal person. And I already know somebody who was married, and it was somebody in my family. I don't know them, I know of them because she's gone now, but who married an immortal. These things we talk about, and especially my aunt who had the diary, who found the diary. And it was a diary that had been passed down. And there was actually a ring in the diary. And I got to talk to my cousin a few days ago about this. And you know what she said? When there's a movie, make sure you have a character by the name of Frida for her mother, who is the one who had the diary. They're going to try to find it. They're going to try to send me, maybe take some pictures, an excerpt or something. But my Aunt Frida said she couldn't read it hardly, but my brothers always said when they were together, my bio dad and she and other family members would sit there and they would talk about, now they didn't mention Veldran by the name, but my grandmother did. Wild. Just wild. I have a hair appointment Thursday night. I'll be late. Might have to watch later when you get home. There you go, my darling. Well, you guys are so special to me. I just love it. Thank you so much. I hope you learned something tonight. Everything is good. You guys are wonderful. And, thank you so much for embracing all of this. I'm going to take you with me. I know some don't like it, some don't understand, and I understand that. So, with that being said, my darlings, I don't know what outro to play for you. I don't know. Let me see if I've got a really good outro to play. Let's see. Don't want to play Help I'm Haunted. That one doesn't. That one. Oh, I've got a little one here. We'll do the fireplace cat. Cat. Anyway, be warm, my darlings. And remember, thanks for being here, but stay on this side of the veil, and I'll see you Thursday night. Bye.
you.